Everyday's Movie Ever. My name is Jess and I'm watching Everyday's Movie Ever. Today I'm going to talk about Eloise at the Plaza. Eloise at the Plaza is a 2003 television release. It's directed by Kevin Lima, cinematography by James Chressanthis, editing by Gregory Perler, music by Bruce Brownell, and it's written by Janet Brownell. It's based off a book series by Kay Thompson. It's not one of the books in particular, so I can't really compare, but it's the book series in general. The film stars Sofia Vassilieva as Eloise, Julie Andrews as Nanny, and Kintaro Akiyama as Leon. This was not well received. People thought it was really formulaic. There is stellar movement in this. Such great moments of movement to help facilitate the story. However, I watched this on Prime Video, Amazon Prime, and it looked fine when it was just like normal, but when I hit full screen, it did like a weird crop adjustment, and I was kind of salty, so I'm sure some of the screenshots are a little bit wonky, but Prime was just being a brat. I don't know. The music was awesome. It was very fun, very stylized to like Eloise's whole moment and character and storyline, and I really thought it was a lot of fun. I don't know what mood I was in when I watched this, but on one level it's like, oh my gosh, what an annoying child, what an annoying small child, she just wants to wreak havoc. But on another end of it, I was like, wow, this is really sad. Like, she's the only kid for as far as her eyes can see, like unleashed in this hotel where she doesn't really have like one parental unit. Like, Nanny's there obviously, and she's obviously really lonely because the second Leon shows up, she latches onto him like her life depends on it to like have a friend her age, which like kind of, it started to make me sad. I was like, wow, Eloise is like, that's sad, but then she's so happy when her mom comes back, and that's great, and I'm happy for that. This wasn't the best, but it wasn't bad. Julie and Sofia were obviously freaking fantastic in this, though. Sofia carried this movie. I know I've been saying that about a few actors, but truly, this movie would not be what it is if they didn't find Sofia as the perfect fit for Eloise. I have never read an Eloise book. I didn't even really know anything about Eloise. I think I maybe once heard of Eloise at the Plaza, but I've never seen anything, never read anything, nothing, and I can tell you without a doubt that no one could have done Eloise as well as Sofia did Eloise. She was fantastic. I was a tad annoyed with Eloise, and I think that's stemming from like my child innate fear of getting in trouble. I was an incredibly obedient child. I hated getting in trouble, getting yelled at. I had like my most vivid memory from kindergarten is getting my card flipped because two other girls like got me to do something, and then that thing kept me from hearing the teacher, and the teacher thought I was like just trying to be disruptive, and like it was the first time my card had ever gotten flipped. I was how old in kindergarten, and I'm sitting here as 28 years old. I can picture my teacher's face vividly, know exactly what two girls it was. Like, I hated getting in trouble. Anytime I've gotten in trouble in my life is burned into my brain. Some random dude came marching up to our front door because I accidentally sprayed his truck tires with the hose water, and I ran in the house. Like, I vividly remember getting in trouble. I still hate getting in trouble. I still hate it. I can like say, that's my bad, I did that, and I can take the blame for things I've done, but oh man, like, I have a knee-jerk reaction if I start to get blamed for something I didn't do, because I hate getting in trouble. All good things. So I'm a very obedient, law-abiding, like, it's innate in me. So when I was a kid, any kid that was like purposely breaking rules or not being like courteous annoyed the crap out of me. I for the most part didn't want to be associated with those children because I did not want to get in trouble or be guilty by association. I was a teacher's pet. I was a suck up. I like anything I could possibly do to just not get in trouble. So kids like Eloise, when I was younger, I probably would have like not wanted to be Eloise's friend because I would have been like, yo, she causes so, like, I don't want to get in trouble. I hate getting in trouble. So I think part of me was like, yo, this girl, I was like, I can't deal with it. But then another part of me was like, you know, I want kids to be kids and feel the freedom of being creative and being kids. But there's lines. Like, Eloise is, like, dumping water down a mail chute. That's just not cool. That's not nice. She's, like, ruining a dinner for 200 people. That's not good. And so I was hoping she'd face, like, a little bit of consequences or learn a little bit of a lesson, and she didn't really, and so I was a little frustrated with that. And a lot of people were just, like, chalking it up to her charm, and I was like, okay, but, like, some of it is her charm, like her theatrics and her wanting to help everybody. That's all really wonderful, but like throwing water down a mail chute, that's just, don't do that. That's just mean. Like, come on now. And stuff like that, you know, I didn't like any of that really. But obviously she's 6 years old, so, and her mom is not there, and a nanny, you know, can only do so much. I don't know. So yeah, I don't know. It was a give and take here for this one. There's a parent death. But they didn't say anything about Eloise's dad. So we know nothing about Eloise's dad. The parent death was Leon, the prince's mom. His mom passed away. The elevator guy having Nanny's back by closing the doors on, what's-her-face? Amazing. 10 out of 10. But yeah, anyway, overall, this was good, but it was not the best. I think I wanted to like Eloise more, and I just didn't, because I was very like stuck in my own, like, I could never, I'm still to this day such an obedient, well, I don't want to use the word obedient now, but still to this day I'm very like, I don't like to get in trouble, so I'm going to follow the rules, I'm going to abide by whatever, you know, unless it's like morally not correct. So like, you know, morals and then rules and then, you know, whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, yeah, not my favorite, but it was cute and it was nice. That is everything I have for Eloise at the Plaza. My final rating is 5 hotels out of 10. Our total movie count is. Our parent death toll is. Our card count is still the same. If you want to keep up with the movie I'm watching when, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. You'll find out what movie I'm watching when. I put out videos every Monday, Friday, and sometimes Wednesday. Join Patreon, buy merch. Until next time, comment, like, subscribe, but I'm not in charge of your life. You are, so you do, and don't be. No, most people learned their lesson in this movie, actually. I don't know, it felt very much like Mammy Don't Be Miss Stickler about it right there at the end. So, maybe her, but everyone kind of learns their lesson in this movie. Oh, God.